Hey everybody, welcome once again. In this video we are going to talk about top 5 networking commands or top 5 networking tools that you can use in Linux to perform different activities related to networking. Okay, so the first command is very popular that we're going to use. It basically tests if peer or host or gateway is reachable or not. So that command is basically a ping command. So after ping you can write any of the IP address. So let's say we write this one. So you can see that it has started to ping it. So if you want to interrupt, then press Ctrl C and you can see that 16% of the packets have been lost. 6 packets were transmitted, 5 were received, and 1 was lost. Okay, so the average round trip time, you can see it's 3.608. It's really fast. Okay, so you can also ping the Google server, which is essentially 8.8, and if you hit enter you can see that it has started to send packets as well. If you Control C, if you interrupt, you can see there is a 0% packet lost, and we have received the 6 packets as well. Okay, so if we try to ping this IP address, probably it will not ping it. We do not have any response from this server. So if we press Ctrl C, you can see that we have transmitted 7 packets, but we have not received any response. We have not received any packets, so there is a loss of 100% of the packets. Okay, so now what we are going to do, that the next command that we are going to discuss is the trace route command. So basically what it does, that it the trace route command, it traces every hop of your internet activity. Okay, so let's say that if we want to trace route 8.8, which is a Google DNS, you can see that it has started to show us all the hops. So total 11 hops were there when we are trying to reach 8.8.8. Right now you can see that there is some sort of missing here, but do not worry. Wait for the results once they are completed. So you can see that these are the 11 hops that have been done in order to reach 8.8.8.8. okay, so trace route, it basically shows path to the destination IP address. So this is like the path, and these are like 11 hops. Okay, so I hope you've got the point. So the next command that we are going to discuss is the dig command. So dig command, what it does, that it basically queries the DNS, that what information do you have to show us. So let's say that we try to dig apple.com, and you can see that we have all the information related to it. Okay, so we have done one query, but we haven't got any answer. Okay, so the message size that we have received is basically, this is the server. Okay, and it is telling us the date when we have done the query, and also this is the message size that we have received. Let's try to dig any other website. Let's say www.amazon.com. so if we try to dig Amazon, you can see that we have done one query, and we have got 4 answers. So right here you can see that we have www.amazon.com, and we have got the CNAME, and we have got the A column as well. So you can see that these are the 4 answers that we have got using the dig command. Okay, so the query time was almost 1071 milliseconds, and then this is the server, and this is the date and time when we have done this query, when we have asked for it. Then the message size which is being received is 156, and this is how basically you use the dig command. Okay, so till now we have discussed 3 commands. Number 1 was ping, the second one was trace route, and the third one was dig. Okay, so the 4th command that we're going to discuss is iftop. So the idea is that iftop command is going to display a table of current bandwidth usage by host. So for example, if you were, if your internet is working slow and you ask your roommate or your siblings that are you downloading some big file on your internet connection, and if they say no and still the internet connection is slow and you want to figure it out, that's how you will figure it out, okay, using iftop command. So what it does, I will repeat again, that it displays a table of current bandwidth usage by hosts. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it. If you do not have iftop already installed, then you can go and I think you can install sudo apt install iftop. Okay, so that was the command that you can use. So that is the command that you can use to install iftop on your system. Okay, I already have it. I have installed it. So I would write here sudo iftop, and then I would write here -p and then -n. If I hit enter, you can see that it has displayed all the hosts which are available and which are like working. So in my case, there is only one right here. It has like a really slow speed right now. So you can see that only one sort of thing is connected to my internet and there is nothing else. Okay, so but in your case, if there are multiple devices which are like attached to your system, then you would probably get a lot of other results as well. So if I press control only H, then you can see I have a lot of help available here. If I want to see all the hosts, then I can host display is related to the NSDT. So if I press N, it would toggle DNS host resolution. If I press S, it would toggle show source host, and if I press D, it will toggle show destination host. Okay, and things like that. So there are like a lot of other options as well. You can go through them, you can read them. So the idea is that you can basically check the traffic on your host. Okay, so that table basically shows you that the current bandwidth usage by host is this. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed it. There is another command that I would like to discuss. So it has also given us the interface and the MAC address as well. So MAC address is basically the machine's unique address. Okay, the IP address is for DNS and the MAC address is for your computer. It is a unique address. So this right here, this is the MAC address, or this is, you can call it a local IP address as well. So this is basically a local address of my own device, my own computer. Okay, so every machine in the world it has a unique MAC address. The last command that we are going to discuss is whois command. Okay, so right here, this is whois. Basically, what it does, that it gets all the information on domain names or IPs you choose. Okay, so for example, if I write here whois ubuntu.com, so it will basically okay, so it says who is not found. So what I can do, that I can install it quickly, sudo apt install whois. Okay, so it will quickly install it. It is working, it is downloading, and once it gets installed, then I can run the command. Okay, so now whois basically is installed. So now what I'm gonna do, that I'm gonna write here whois ubuntu.com. So now it is gonna display results. So whois, I'm repeating again, it basically does what? That it gets information on domain names or IPs you choose. Okay, so right now you can see that these are the name servers, 3 names of ubuntu.com. This is basically the registrar IANA ID, and we have the registrar URL as well. We have registry domain ID as well. So you can also put the IP address and you can also get those results as well. Okay, so that is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed all 5 top commands of networking. For written articles, please visit our website linuxin.com. And that's it from this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.